Hello guys, welcome back to the Happymath channel. In this video, we continue with the combine a lot of topic about the algebra. We call it miscellaneous topic algebra. Okay, we start with the exercise 1. In the exercise 1, the form of the question is about the power number. So using the knowledge about the form about the power number, you can solve this all about this exercise, and do it by yourself and compare with my result. So question 1: find the values of h such as 2 power to h minus 1 equal to 16. So I have to change the two sides of this equation become to the one base common factor, one base number. So the first one, I will unchange the left hand side and the right hand side. 16 I change it to become to the new power number. Have the base number is 2. So 16 equal to 2 power to 4. So from this one, you can see that the power number have to be equal together. It means h minus 1 equal to 4. So h equal to 5. Yes. We finished question A or question 1. So question B, find the value of y such as 2 times with the 3 power to y minus 10 equal to 34. So from this, we divide both sides of this equation become 2. So the 3 power to y equal minus 10 equal to 17. So 17 is mean the 3 power to y equal to 27. 27 is mean the 3 times 3 times 3 is mean the 3 power to 3. So 3 power to y equal to 3 power to 3 is mean y has to be equal to 3. Yes, understand? This quite easy. Question 2. Express this expression in form that the h plus a power to 2 and plus b. So this kind of exercise is completing the square. So you can watch my completing square video to review your knowledge. And the completing the square tell me that you have to split it. This one become to the, you have to remember this identity before you want to do the completing the square. So from this one I will get that the minus b here. So this is the a minus b square, and a square minus 2ab plus b square. That you can using this formula to apply this one. So a square minus 6h plus 11, and it will be equal to a square minus 2ab. So this term will be rolled about the a square. So this is a square minus 2ab is mean the 2 times with h and times with b. The number of b have to be times with the 2ab, and we have equal to the 6h. So b equal to 3. Plus b square is mean you b here is square, and minus b square because you have to plus with the 3 square is mean you have to minus b square minus the 3 square for unchanging this formula. So plus 11 in the last one, and the first 3 terms of this expression will combine and equal to h minus b square. It means h minus 3 square will be outside and minus 9 plus 11. So h minus 3 square will plus with 2. Okay. Question B. Sketch the curve and show the coordinate of the turning point of the curve. Okay, the turning point of the curve is which points will have the minimum value or the maximum value of the function. So the turning point will have the coordinate of h will be equal to minus b over 2a. This is the symmetry line formula of the quadratic equation. So minus b, it means you will get the 6 divided by 2a, a equal to 1. So this one will be equal to 3. This is the coordinate of the turning point, x coordinate of turning point, and when you substitute the value of h equal to the function, so we will get that the y will be equal to 2. You can substitute the value of 83 here into this formula to take it easy. calculation about the y. So y equal to 2. So the turning point you will get is 3 and 2. 3 is x and 2 is y. This is 3 and 2. So the value of x here is 1. This means the a will be greater than 0. So this form of the curve have to be like this. So from this one you will get the form of the curve here will be like here. An upward parabola. Upward parabola with the turning point is 3, 2. Question 3. Another kind of the power number. Express the 12 1 over 4 power to minus 1 over 2 as an exact fraction of its simplest form. So the first one I have to simplify the number inside the bracket. This is a mixed number and I will change it to become the fraction number. It means 12 times with 4 equals to 68. 48 plus 1 equals to 49 over 4. And power to minus 1 over 2. Minus 1 over 2 is mean you have to cancel the minus sign. It means 1 over to 49 over 4 and 1 over 2 in here. So 1 will be over the power number is 1 over 2 is mean you have to take square root of the 49 over 4. So the square root of 49 over 4 will be 7 over 2. So 1 divided by 7 over 2 is mean 2 over 7. That's this is question A. Question B. That's quite easy to solve this equation because you have to change both sides of this equation become the power number. The right hand side is the mixed number, so I have to change it become to the 64 over 9. 64 over 9 and you divide both of them by 3 to get the h power to minus 3. This means 64 divided by 3 more. So 64 over 27. So h minus 3 will be equal to 64 over 27. It means h power to 3 will be equal to 27 over 64. So h will be equal to which number? When you times 3 times together, we will get the 64 over 27. It means h equal to 3 over 4. 3 over 4 is the solution of the question B. Okay, question 4. Solve the equation. Giving your answer in form of the k square root of 3, where k is an integer. Okay, this question is a linear equation, so that's quite easy when you want to take h will be one side. This is a basic algebra, so I want to change the position of h will become the one side, it means the left hand side. I have to change the sign first. From the positive becomes the negative, and from the positive 9 we move it to the right hand side, it will be equal to minus 9. So factorize h equal to minus 9. So from here you will get that square root of the 12. Square root of 12 it means the square root of 4 times 3. I want to change. I want to factorize the 12. The number of 12 becomes the prime number, or I want to take the perfect square number is 4. So square root of 4 times with 3 is means the square root of 4 times the square root of 3 and equal to 2 square root of 3. So this is 2 square root of 3 and minus 3 here. This is minus 9. So h will become 2 square root of 3 minus square root of 3, it means the square root of 3 only. And this here, you will get that h will be equal to minus 9 over square root of 3. This means 3 times 3 here, square root of 3. Minus 3, square root of 3. So h will be equal to the minus 3 times with the square root of 3. It means k will be equal to minus 3. This form. That's the question. Okay. Question 5. Solve the equation x squared plus 10x plus 13 equal to 0. Give your answer in form that a plus b square root of 3, where a, b are integer. That's a normal quadratic equation, so you're using delta to solve this quadratic equation. Don't forget watch my video about the quadratic equation. I remember I have the 4 video about the quadratic equation topic. The delta will be equal to b squared minus 4ac. So b squared is the 10 squared minus 4a and c. This means the 100 minus 2. What here is 52, and you will got the result is a 48. So delta is a 48, so h1 will be equal to minus b plus square root of the delta divided by 2a. This means minus 10 plus with square root of the 84 divided by 2a is means 2 only. So here is we have the minus 10 over 2 and plus with the square root of the 16 times 3 over 2. So this one equal to minus 5 plus, yes, plus with 2 times with square root of 3. And in the same way of the h2, you will get that the minus 10 minus the square root of 48 divided by 2. So you will get the similar results, but to change the sign of the minus 2 square root of 3. Okay. Question B. Set the values of h for which this function will be greater than 0. Greater than 0 is another kind of the topic about inequality, quadratic inequality. So when you got the two values to set this function equal to 0, you set both value here inside in the x-axis. So the x-axis, the left value will be the smaller value, and the right value will be the greater than value. Two value here will divide the value the x-axis become into the 3 parts. So the value of a of this function is 1. So a equal to 1 greater than 0. So the part 1 will be the same value. The same positive or negative with the question value of a. So the middle interval will be the negative. The question asks you about the value positive, so I want to take value of x. It means I have to cancel this middle interval. So the conclusion of this function is h has to be less than minus 5 minus 2 square root of 3, and h will be greater than minus 5 plus 2 square root of 3. Okay, this is question 5.